When the FBI was formed in 1908, there were no cyber crimes because there was no cyber. Only over the last decade has the Bureau taken the potential of cyber attacks seriously. And now, it's a game of catch-up. This is what a cyber attack looks like. A few keystrokes doing more damage than many physical crimes.
Today it's really all about weaponizing very particular software with the specific goal of trying to extort money from you or take you out of business, just completely eliminate you.
Don Murdoch is with the Institute for Cybersecurity at Regent University in Virginia Beach, Virginia. Through real-life simulations on their cyber range, he trains people from military installations, Fortune 500 companies, and government agencies to become cyber defenders, those who can spot a cyber attack and stop it.
Once you understand how the computer systems work and how the networks work, then you can understand how to co-opt it or misuse it. And once you understand how to detect the difference, then you can learn what the attacker's doing, and then you can learn how to defend it and harden it and make it stronger.
Right now, the sheer number of cyber attacks is outpacing law enforcement's ability to investigate them.
We're probably 5 to 10 years behind in kind of stepping up to this challenge.
Arnold Bell spent 25 years at the FBI. Half of that time he worked in the cyber crimes division. When he joined the division, cybercrime was about 7 or 8 on the priority list. Now it's number 3, just behind terrorism and counterintelligence.
9/11 happens. Obviously, the shift obviously changes to terrorism as it should, and there's a huge focus there. But what's happened now with all the different breaches that you read about every week, it seems like, that has raised the profile of this crime type.
A delayed response, however, means working overtime to update technology, recruit talent, and train agents to investigate cyber attacks.
And the challenges with the Bureau is that, they're competing with private sector, they're competing with all the other federal agencies, and the government pay structure doesn't compete well with private sectors.
They need highly specialized talent that does not grow on trees.
But it is developed in places like this.
When people come to train to be a cyber defender, they're actually using real systems, generating real data, real network traffic. It's not simulated, it's not some 2-station lab. It's 15 to 20 network segments and 80 operating systems working together that looks like a small to a medium-sized business.
Murdoch trains defenders to look for system compromises and how to trace them back to the source, a necessary skill for anyone investigating a breach. For the FBI, it's a growing problem with more than 300 identified cyber terror groups worldwide, many of them backed by foreign governments.
Trying to get action and trying to get intelligence and trying to get information out of some of these countries where we don't have really strong connections is a big challenge.
A big challenge for an agency that wasn't even established for this.
The law enforcement is kind of thinking people commit crimes. Well, today, your crimes really can be 25,000 or 50,000 computers that may or may not be owned by an individual. So, leveraging all those computers on behalf of one attacker, that's a much bigger problem.
Murdoch says while much of what he teaches is sophisticated, some of it is just good old common sense security. He calls spear phishing the most common form of attack, and it happens through emails. He says if people would simply be more skeptical of the links they click, that alone would drastically reduce the number of attacks. In Washington, Eric Phillips, CBN News.